Good morning and welcome to Strength and Balance on this Thursday morning. Today we will use a broomstick. So you can have any sort of long dowel or broomstick, mop, stick of a mop, whatever you need. So we will be using that. Make sure you have water. I will turn the music on and we can start. We'll start up on our feet. Then we will move down to the floor. About half class on our feet, half class on the floor. We'll start with those shoulder rolls. Arm circles right and left. Keep going. I feel like it's really dark here today. I don't think that did anything. Let's do one more each side. Then just those shoulders. So bring the shoulders up, around and down. Try to focus on as much range of motion as possible. Really get some movement in there. Last one, hold the shoulders down and back, then take your head look to the left and to the right. One more each side. Then we'll take our arms and alternate, shift our weight, bring the arm overhead, and then the opposite side. Keep going. I wonder if it's because my mat's flipped. That might be better. One more each side, then we'll take it across. Make sure we twist through the torso, pivot on that back foot. Twist right here. One more, both sides, then we'll go all the way around. So 2 overhead and 2 across. 2 overhead and 2 across. One more all the way around. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Stop your arms at shoulder height. Small circles in one direction. And the opposite direction. And release. Shrug, so pull the shoulders up and release them down. Up and down, up and down. Each time we come down, try to get them down a little bit lower than we did the last time. One more. Now heels to the front. Alternate, driving a heel forward. When you do this, when you have the feet, you can add the arms. One more each side, then we'll go back. So then we'll stabilize here and tap a foot back, then the opposite side. Make sure your weight stays on that standing leg. One more each side, and now we will stabilize on that left leg, heel and toe on the right. So soft, natural bend in that left knee. Right here, heel comes forward, toes come back. Heel forward, toes back. And the opposite side, stabilize on the right, a soft bend in that knee, heel and toe on the left. And release. Take one more deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, and let's come up on the toes and down for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10. A little hinge forward, and we'll get into your butt kicks. So kick your butt, bring a heel towards the butt. When you have that, you can drive the elbows back. And those lateral side steps. So we're going to take one step over to the left, 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left. You can bring those arms forward. One more time through, so 2 to the right and 2 to the left. Now we are going to get into those knees. So abdomen is tight, hands come up to your head, then we'll bring them down as the knee comes up and back up, then the opposite side. Keeping your core tight, focusing on balance. So a little pause when you bring that knee up, pressing through that stationary heel, keeping your toes down on the floor. Abdomen is nice and tight. One more each side. And let's release. Roll those shoulders back again. And I'd like you to please grab your broomsticks. I'm just going to adjust something here. So we are going to start off. I unscrewed my broom on the bottom, which makes it a little bit easier. So what we are going to do is hold that broomstick about hip width distance apart. So shoulders are down, soft bend in the knee. From here, we are going to bring that broomstick up at shoulder height. When we bring the broomstick up, it's important that we don't shrug. We want to drop the shoulders down as low as we can, just like in the warm-up. Now from here, we're going to try to push our hands together. Now, obviously, because we're holding on to the stick, our hands won't move, but that is the direction that I would like you to push, squeeze the pecs, and we will do that for 20 seconds. So we are pushing in with that pressure. So hands up and let's push, squeeze. So notice my hands are not moving, but there's tension. I can feel my chest working. I can feel the arms working. Squeeze here, shoulders are down. Make sure that chest is up and shoulders are down. You might feel it a little in the back. And release. Now we are going to press out. So in the opposite direction. So we're going to try to pull the arms apart. Obviously, they're not going to go anywhere because your hands are on the broomstick. Same thing, 20 seconds. And let's begin. So pull. Keeping your core nice and tight. Make sure your chest is up. You want to stand up tall. Those arms want to be right at shoulder height. We have 5 more seconds. And release. So we're going to do that one more time. We're starting with that push together for 20 seconds. Up and let's squeeze together. Push together. Chest is up. Make sure that broomstick does not raise up any higher than your shoulders. I can see somebody on the screen. Can't make out who it is. And release on down. Shake those shoulders out. We have one more time. And we are going to pull apart. And 3, 2, 1, let's pull apart. Make sure you stand up tall, shoulders down and back. And release. You can release. Now from here, we are going to go into your shoulder press. So shoulder press. This time, when we do your shoulder press, we are going to bring the bar up to about your chest. We are going to press up, straight up overhead, then back down. So when we press overhead, we are pressing out. We are pulling out. When we come back down, we are pressing in. So even though we're only bringing the bar up and down, think that outward motion on the way up and that inward motion on the way back in. We will do 10 of these. So press out as we come all the way up, then in as we come down. That's 1. Press out on the way up and in on the way down. That's 2. Out on the way up, in on the way down. That's 3. Out on the way up, in on the way down. That's 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more. That's 10. You can release. You can release. We're going to do that one more time. One more time. So shake out the arms. 10 more. Bring that bar back on up. This time we're going to press in as we go up and out on the way down. So opposite. So press in as we go up and pull out as we come down. That's 1. In on the way up, out on the way down. That's 2. In on the way up, out on the way down. That's 3. In, up, out, down. That's 4. 5, 6, 7, take your time, 8, 9, that's 10. Shake out those arms. Now, we're going to have a nice wide grip, and we are going to bring the stick from the front of the body down by the hips all the way overhead and hopefully down by your butt, all the way up and back down. That was 1. We're going to try for 10, please. So keep on going. Keep a nice straight arm. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. Shake out those shoulders. Now we're going to do halos. So we have done this with the bands, but we are going to do it with the stick. So we are going to drop your left hand down, right arm comes up, we come around the head, drop it down, and then the left hand comes in front. So around the head and down, that's 2. We're going to do 10 in each direction. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. You can shake it out a bit. Let the shoulders relax for a second. Then we will do the same thing, whoops, on the opposite side. I'm gonna start hitting things with a stick. All right, so now we're gonna drop that right arm down. Left arm comes around. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. You can release, shake out those arms a little bit. Now we are going to get into those bent over rows. So we are going to first hinge at the waist. Butt goes back. We want to really drop your chest down and push the butt back. Your hands, we're starting off with your palms facing the body. So when you come down and you're hinging, we want to bring the bar up towards your belly button. So make sure that that stick comes up towards the belly button as we squeeze, then release down. So shoulders down, up towards the belly button, and release. Focus on squeezing the back. This is 3, we're going for 10. 4. Pause at the top. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. You can release, stand on up, kick it out. We are going to do that again, but we will switch our hands. So now we will turn the hands so the palms will be facing out. Hinge at the waist with that nice flat back. Bar comes down towards the floor. Then we will bring that bar up towards the belly button. Squeeze and release. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. You can release and stand on up. Now, I'd like you to grab your chair. Grab your chair. Sit to stands. Now, before we do anything with the stick, well, that's probably in the way. I'm going to put the stick aside. And we're just going to do 5 sit to stands without the stick. So chest is up, shoulders down and back. We're going to sit at the edge of the seat. Abdomen is tight. Stand up, then sit back down, keeping your core tight. This is 2. 3. 4. And 5. When you finish your 5, we're going to grab your stick. Place the stick on the back side of the shoulders. So here the stick is going to force you to keep that chest up. So it's important to keep your chest up. Now you can have a little bit of a closer grip, a little bit of a wider grip is much more gentle on the shoulders. So if you're having a hard time holding on to it, you can open up your hands a little bit wider. That's fine. So we are going to sit down, then stand back up. We are going for 10, please. So stand up and down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And that's 10. You can release. Now, if that was significantly harder than what you normally do, you really want to focus on keeping your chest up more when we do our normal sit to stands, okay? We're going to get into your good mornings, 5 per side. So we are going to take our right hand at the top of the head. No, I don't want you to look up and I don't want you to look down. So I want you to pull your neck back a bit. That's going to give you a little bit of a double chin. That's okay. We're all having it. So pull the chin back a bit. Right hand at the top of the head. Left hand at the tailbone. So we really want to focus on keeping that nice straight line. From here, we are hinging with that flat back, down and up. That's 1. We're going to do 5 on this side. 2. 3. 4, and 5. Make sure that broomstick has contact with each part of the back, the head, the back, and the tailbone. Same thing on the left. So now the left hand is going to be up at the head, that right hand down by the tailbone, elbows out to the side, flat back, all 3 points of contact. Pull the chin back, hinge, down, and up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. You can release. So we're going to go through those 2 one more time. We're starting with the sit to stands with that broomstick on the back of the shoulders. Make sure it's not on your neck. So we are going for 10 sit to stands. Focus on keeping that chest up, shoulders back, brace the core, down and up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10. You can release. We are finished with the chair, so we can put the chair away. And we will get into those good mornings, 5 per side. So that stick will be at the top of the head, pull the chin back, abdomen is tight, all 3 points of contact. Hinge and up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. Other side, we can spin that around. Left hand's up, right hand's down. 3 points of contact. Tuck the chin. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. You can release. Grab a quick sip of water. Grab a sip of water. We are done with the stick for today. Make sure your heart rate is down. We are going to come on down to the floor on your back. We will stay on the floor, so if you want to bring your water with you, bring it with you. But come on down on the floor. So we will bend your knees on the floor. Abdomen is tight. Sink your body into the floor. Feel your toes on the floor. Feel the heels on the floor. Tailbone, press the low back. Abdomen is tight. We want to feel the back on the floor. The head is on the floor. We want to really focus on sinking down into the floor. 10 pelvic tilts. So we're going to press that low back down to the floor and release. Again, and press and release. That's 2. Make sure you hold for a second or 3. That's 3. Squeeze. And 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, last one. You can release. Now bring those hands in towards the body, palms in, so pinkies down, thumbs up towards the ceiling, pelvic tilt. Hold that pelvic tilt. Today we are going to bring both arms all the way up and overhead. We're going to try to keep the arms straight, touch the thumbs down to the floor with a straight arm, but make sure you hold that pelvic tilt and set those shoulder blades down and back. Then release. That's 1. We're going for 10. Strong pelvic tilt. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. That's 10. Push that pelvic, low back back down to the floor, pelvic tilt, lift the hips up into a bridge, squeeze the butt at the top, then slowly lower and release. That's 1. We are going for 10. Up, squeeze, and down. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. We are going to roll on over to your left side now for your clamshells for 10. So bend the knees. Make sure the hips are stacked. So we don't want to rock back. We want the hips stacked. Abdomen is tight, and we are going to lift that right knee up without leaning back and down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. You can release and extend both legs long. Again, make sure the hips are stacked and square. Flex your right foot, so it should be the top. Toes towards the shins. Bring that foot back just a little bit. Then press the heel up towards the ceiling a little bit and lift up and down. That's 1. We're going for 10. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. That's 10. Bend both knees. Extend both arms forward. We want to make sure that the shoulders are square. And we will get right into 10 open book. So take the right arm all the way overhead. Try to get that right shoulder down to the floor behind you. And back on over. That right hand meets the left. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one on this side. That's 10. You can release and roll over to the right side. We'll do all 3 on the right. We'll start with your clamshell, so bend both knees. Hips are square, shoulders are square, abdomen is tight. Make sure we don't rock back as we lift that left knee up. We're going for 10. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. Extend both legs long. Flex your left foot. So pull the toes towards the shins, press out through the heel. Then we're going to bring that left heel back, turn the heel up towards the ceiling, lift up and down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. You can release and bend both knees, both arms forward, shoulders square, 10 open book. So bring that left hand all the way up and over. Try to get that left shoulder down to the floor. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more. That's 10. You can release. We are going to come back onto our backs, back to your bridges. So we want to have a nice strong pelvic tilt. Abdomen is tight. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders. Lift the hips up into that bridge. Pause at the top. Then slowly lower down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. You can release and roll onto your stomach. Hips over heels into child's pose. I'm going to grab my timer. I'm sure we all know what that means. So child's pose first, hips over heels. We want to tilt the chest up as we keep your butt down. Inch those hands out as far forward as you can. One minute of a low plank. So forearms are parallel. Step one leg back and then the other. Abdomen is tight. Up and hold, please. So forearms are parallel. We want to turn the palms so the palms are faced in, shoulders are down, belly button is up towards your spine. Slow, deep breath. Back is flat. Press your tailbone towards your heels. Pubic bone comes up towards the heart. "15 seconds, stay strong." And you can release. Push on back into your child's pose. Tilt the chest up as you drop your butt down. Walk those hands out as far forward as you can. Come on down to your stomach for your Superman. Either alternating legs, we can lift both legs and both arms, or just the legs. We are going to go for 30 seconds. So remember, we can go alternating arm and leg, both arms and both legs, or head stays down, and alternating legs here. Keeping the core tight, hips stay attached to the floor. 30 seconds, let's begin. Make sure you control as you come back down and squeeze at the top. Drop the shoulder blades down towards your back pockets. And release. Push on back into child's pose. Butt back over heels. And then up into that tabletop position, we will do a static hold bird dog. 30 seconds aside before we stretch. So wrist is in line with shoulder, knees in line with hips, tuck the toes. Right arm forward, left leg back, right hand turned in, left foot flexed. 30 seconds, let's begin. Hold here, drop the shoulders down, elongate the neck, make sure you don't sway the back, pull the belly button up, press out through the heel of that left foot. Think slow, deep breath. Three, two, one, and release. Right away, we'll go into the opposite side. Let's begin. Left arm forward, right leg back. Flex your right foot, shoulders down, abdomen is tight. Three, two, one, and release. Push on back into your child's pose. Push your butt back over those heels. Tilt the chest up slightly, but keep your butt down. From here, walk your hands over to the left and hold. And walk your hands over to the right and hold. Back to center, tabletop position for your cat-cow. Arch and sway. Get as much flexion in the spine that you can. And come down on your right side for your quadricep stretch. On the right, make sure your body's in a nice straight line first, then reach and pull that left heel back towards your butt. Pull the knee back, push the hips forward so you feel that in the quad. If you need to increase this stretch, you can just roll forward, rest your head down on your hand, and hold here. And release. Same thing on the opposite side. So you can roll to the left or just grab that right foot, whatever is good for you. And you can release, roll onto your back. On your back, bend your knees. Feet are flat on the floor, arms are out at shoulder height. Drop the knees to the right, head goes to the left. You can hold here. Then bring the knees over to the left, head goes to the right, and hold. back to center. Pull your right knee in towards your chest, extend the left leg long, hold, and circle that right foot in one direction. Same foot, opposite direction. And release. Hamstring stretch on the right. So we are going to extend that right foot up towards the ceiling. Pull back on that leg for your hamstring stretch. And release. Bend that knee. Extend the right leg long. Pull the left knee in towards your chest, hug it in, and circle that left foot in one direction. Same foot, opposite direction. And release. Extend that left foot up towards the ceiling, hamstring stretch on this side. And release. Bend both knees. Feet are flat on the floor. Let that low back sink down. Take your right ankle, place it on top of left knee. Let that right knee fall open to the right. Hips are square, shoulders are square. Then from here, we are going to reach behind that left knee and pull the left knee in. And release. Same thing on the opposite side, so uncross. Then take that left ankle, place it on top of right knee. Let that left knee fall open to the left. Hips are square. Reach behind your right knee and pull the right knee in. You can release, sit up, extend both legs long, hands behind the back, chest is up, flex the feet. Now reach towards those toes. Again, we want to make sure we don't round, keep that chest up. Very, very important. And release. V those legs out. Walk your hands forward. Again, keep your chest up. Try to get as low as you can. Chest towards the floor, but tilt that chest up towards the ceiling. And you can release, take your time, make your way up to standing. Oops, there's my dryer. Laundry's done. Come on up to your feet. Take your time, come on up. When you are standing, make sure you have a nice solid base. You can always grab some water here if you need to. When you are ready, just some big shoulder rolls. Last one, keep the shoulders down and back. Take your head, look to the left and hold. Drop your chin. Opposite side, drop your chin. Back to center, drop your left ear to left shoulder. If you need to increase the stretch, you can take your left hand slightly, pull down on the right side of the neck, of the head. We want to drop that right shoulder down. Release, opposite side. And release, roll the shoulders back. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Good job today, everybody. Let me get in here to turn the record.